Hey, we're here live, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. First time listeners, first time podcasters. So we're in this together. Well, just to let you know why I'm doing this, midlife crisis. I'm almost 50. I turned 49 today. So thank you very much. I know I look a lot younger than I come off, but that's just my conditioner and my lotion that I use. I don't use anything. So anyways, so I'm online all the time, and I start thinking, Eric, you see all these people getting rich online. You're not rich. You want to be rich. So
bruh,
let's do this. Come on now. Shit. Anyways, it's a money grab. I'm like, hey, these guys are getting rich. They're selling merch. They're just yapping away. So why can't I yap away? So fuck it. I'm yapping away. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. I'm going to express my opinions that are just going to probably not go over too well. But, you know, hey, that's part of the fun, isn't it? At least I heard. So another thing too, you know, I'd like to make myself uncomfortable a little bit. I'd like to put myself out there, let my quirks and intricacies be known, for lack of a better way of describing my specialness, I guess. But
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I shouldn't have done this. No, I'm all right. We're okay. We're all right. I'm just playing with the buttons. I got a soundboard up here. Hopefully it doesn't cause too much
emotional damage.
One of my favorite sound clips ever. So this is it. Let's go back to main face cam. I'm just learning OBS right now, so bear with me. Main face cam on my computer, real shitty, real hairline. So big mic on impulsive. Suck a dick. I'm not going to Uruguay for hairline restoration or whatever, dude. This is real hair. I don't even use any. I got some gray in the beard, but I don't use any degrayer, if that's a thing. What the fuck am I talking about? Get back to the main cam. Anyway, so welcome. Again, my name is Eric Donovan Wood. Welcome to Flark and Harkin. This is going to be a discussion about what's relevant, what's cool, what's trending, what you gotta know from me, because I understand it and I can piece it out and give it to you in bite-sized chunks that you can manage so you don't choke to death on the world we live in, all right? And I thought today, hey, what better day, April 15th, tax day, my birthday, lots of other crazy things happened today. I want to say something like, maybe April, was Hitler born on April 15th or he died? Not that I'm claiming that, like, woo, but I think, watch this, we're going to go into some technology here. All right, let's do this. Let's open up this. Let's go to Hitler's birthday. April 20th. No, sorry about that. How about April 15th? Cool things that happened on this. How retarded and backwards was that of a way to ask Google for cool things that happened on April 15th? But let's check it out. All right. Jackie Robinson became the first African American to play Major League Baseball on April 15th. That's pretty sick. Uh-oh, the Titanic sank, striking an iceberg on its maiden voyage. April 15th, suck a dick. Oh my God, it gets worse. In 2013, those two brothers planted homemade pressure cooker bombs at the finish line of the frickin' Boston Marathon. That's just great. Anyways, maybe I shouldn't have looked that up. But we are going to go check out the Red Heifer scandal. It's not a scandal. It's an actual thing. So it's mentioned briefly in the Bible, but in Jewish writings, it's extensively written about. And what I'm talking about is the Red Heifer requirements for a sacrifice to be done in order to accumulate ashes that are used in a ceremony to purify individuals that have come in contact with death firsthand. So these there's a real misconception about this. Let me just read you what it says here real shortly. In Jewish history, the red heifer is a female bovine that's never been pregnant, milk, or yoked. Yoked means it's never had any sort of collar or anything put on it for work or identification or anything like that. And it's going to be slaughtered and burned to restore ritual purity to those who become unclean through contact with the dead. The red heifer is also known as the red cow. Dun, dun, dun. Wait a minute. Okay. Excuse me. The Torah commands the Israelites to offer a red heifer without defect or blemish, and that has never been under yoke. The ceremony of the red heifer sacrifice has only been performed 9 times in history. That includes the first and second temple, and a red heifer has not been sacrificed since the destruction of the second temple, to my understanding. The ceremony of the red heifer sacrifice has only been performed 9 times in the history of the Jewish people. The Mishnah, excuse me if that's mispronounced, the written version of the oral tradition states that when the 10th heifer appears, the Messiah will finally... Come on, get this right, Eric. Come.
Bombocat!
Yeah, man, don't you know, the big man coming back. Check me, one time. Oh, shit. Shoot. Oh, shoot, I meant to say. The red heifer's ashes are used to create the water of lustration, or water of purification, which is used for the ritual purification of corpses... of corpse uncleanliness. Uncleanness? Uncleanness. Fuck, I gotta learn how to read. This uncleanness. I don't like that. Uncleanliness. Should be It's not uncleanliness because we don't got that second L. Uncleanness is caused by an Israelite coming in contact with a human corpse, human bone, or grave. This is kind of bizarre. Is it people that deal with death, like burying people, or doctors, or just anyone, like in the public? Like if you have a loved one that passes and you happen to touch their body, do you have to go get cleansed with the ashes of a red heifer in order to move on with life? That's kind of heavy. The red heifer also represents Christ because it sacrifices its blood so that the children of Israel can enter into the Holy of Holies, or the presence of God. This is where it gets crazy, man. Let me tell you.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
I'm not fine, but...
Why are you gay?
I'm not gay either. All right, so just Shut the fuck up.
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing, homie? Alright, we back. So this is where it gets crazy. So, that is specifically what the Red Heifer's for. Now, there's implications of this sacrifice. First of all, super interesting, Texas, of all states, happens to have a rancher who's a pastor, my understanding, from what I've have read, who's been very interested in the specifics of the red heifer and has gone out of his way to breed this heifer. Now, another misunderstanding is that this is like, the unicorn of cows. It's not. The red heifers, there's probably thousands of them. They're probably not as common as other colorations of cows, but they're not uncommon or freakish in numbers. So they do, though, have those requirements where they need to be blemish-free. Another interesting fact, if the horns or hooves happen to have some blemishes during the time of sacrifice, if the rest of the body meets the specific requirements, they will be cut off and burned prior to burning of the corpse in situ. So, crazy requirements, man. These Jewish people have... Wowzers, dude. Holy moly. Anyways, so the story, where are we at in the story? This farmer from Texas has flown. This is super kind of funny too. Has flown 5 heifers that a group of rabbis have come to certify as being applicable towards fulfilling this red heifer requirement as written in their scripture. So these red heifers were transported from Texas to Israel, and I believe there's a little bit of a story behind this too. There's difficult, let's say, livestock immigration policies in Israel and from the United States that could have possibly sidelined the transport of these 5 red heifers. So in order to get around this, they were deemed as pets, as rather than sacrificial animals for the benefit of humanity and the progression of Israel. That might have ticked off immigrations and customs. So they just said pets. These are 5 red heifer pets. We're just gonna throw them in the back and burn them up when they become 3 years old. Another fun fact: they need to be sacrificed by a particular time in their life, otherwise, Audi 3000, you don't qualify anymore. So, even more interesting with regards to that fact, the pastor who provided the livestock knows the age of them, obviously, so he knows this shit's coming up. These 5 animals that got flown over to Israel as pets, they need to be sacked soon, otherwise they don't qualify. They're donezo and we're back to square one. So supposedly the date of this sacrifice is sometime prior to Passover or the end of April, which is coming pretty soon. Now, my interest, I'm sorry, I can't stop moving around. Possibly. But,
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
I don't know what keeps happening. Hopefully you can't see me doing that. It's like hidden and I could be like, I'm confused. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll tell you what I really do like, though, is talking into the microphone and to myself, hearing myself in the headphones. Fucking epic, dude. Fucking epic. So, where we at? How about we get into it? Let's just step right into it. If you can name who I just did a hack of impersonation-wise, internet celebrity, YouTube in particular, presents the news in a less than tolerable manner. Let's just jump right into it. Anyways. This is the this is a heifer, cow markings, white and black cat. One of the loves of my life. I have 4 of them. 3 of them happen to be cats. One of them happens to be my child. Not in that particular order. Back to the red heifer story. Okay? Before you get yourself into trouble. Alright. Red heifer story. Okay, get on it. YouTube. Gotcha. We're still doing this? Don't tell me. I've had this the whole... Oh, no. No, we're back. We're back. All right, that's good. I think we're still rolling. I think we are still rolling. So I was going to show you the red Heifer. I always want to spell it Heffer, but that would be like, you fat heifer, I want to say hello to you. So now, where are we at? We got a bunch of... actually, it's not a bunch. It's an organization of Jewish fellows or fellas or whomever, male, female, LGBTQ plus furries and whatever else. There could be anyone in there. They're probably looking over these red heifers now because their sacrifice date is coming up and it's time to do this. So red heifer Passover update. Will it be sacrificed by Passover? I want to have it explain this to a little bit. Red heifers. So I might go to my watched later. My history, because I just watched a couple of these videos. Red heifer update. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Whoa. This is from Gospel Lessons. I'll try and provide the link down here as well. And I won't talk over this anymore. Let me make sure this is going okay.
And how rare it is, happening only 9 times
Fuck,
in
I
the
might
past
have really fucked up.
3,300 years. And how it is tied to the building of the 3rd temple in Jerusalem. And how that causes a major conflict between Jews and Muslims, all while Christians are extremely interested as well because many believe it is tied to the coming of the Messiah. I spoke about the rarity of the red heifers that meet all of the requirements and how 5 were identified in Texas and moved to Israel.
See that?
Where 4 remained
what I was talking
disqualified
about.
after 1 was disqualified after growing a wrong-colored hair.
Oh, do you hear that? Holy shit. One was disqualified because it had a wrong colored... Sorry about that. It had a wrong colored hair. Oh, got that? Heifer number 3, black nose hair. Canceled. What the fuck is going on? Canceled.
I mentioned that the Temple Institute in Israel is the organization that
Temple
is
Institute. That was the name of the organization that
they were hoping to perform
is
the ritual prior to
hoping to
Passover
perform the ritual
2024, which begins
prior to Passover, April 22nd.
So with the fast approach of Passover, let me give you the latest regarding the red heifer sacrifice. Several news outlets have shown this photo indicating that it is a massive altar already.
Oh, shit. It's not looking good for the Red Heifer, dude. This is looking pretty altery to me, too. This ramp, this guy's not helping out much either. I see some sort of what looks like a sacrificial bowl up here. Oh, boy. This could be something else entirely, though. Could be a bunch of bullshit.
Already built for the ritual. While there are very few details about this, it appears that this has been built, but not on the Mount of Olives where the
See, I heard that it had to be on the Mount of Olives as well. That's my understanding also. So,
ritual needs to take place. So some believe this has been erected so the rabbi can practice the ceremony, but it is not the one that we...
Oh, right. So this is a very specific ceremony. This is the practice ramp where they're just sacrificing the rubber red heifers until they get to the real deal where they're like, are you ready for some blood? Sacrifice of heifer number 10. By Rabbi Shlomo. Omo. That's not funny. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of this. I'm not trying to fuck my cat up. I'm just trying to bring awareness to the red heifers. Okay? They don't have enough awareness. And I'm their primary source of, deflection from all of this anger and hatred from people that want to burn them to death and use them as freaking juju juice for people that have touched dead people. Fuck, dude. When don't we live in 2024? And this is nothing against religions or anything, but I think this is getting a little fucking heavy, okay? This is getting a little heavy. We got practice ramps to fake sacrifice red heifers that were going to mix their blood. I didn't even get into the details of the other things that get mixed with the blood. There's some crazy holy water that young children that have been specifically trained for this purpose have to go and collect. There's also some red yarn. I'm not even kidding. Red yarn. It's a thing. Trust me. I'm not making it up. And something else. But then another thing is everyone that's going to be performing this sacrifice and is supposedly, we haven't even got into the third temple yet. Okay, guys, that's a whole nother video or series or something like that. But anyways, the people that will be working and doing these sacrifices have to have been genetically proven by these Jewish organizations to have been direct descendants from previous families that were given the okay to be the bull killer. Okay? So you can't just be some Shlomo off the street and say, hey, I like killing bulls. Can I do that? No. You got to come from a long line of bull killers to help people that have touched dead people's juju juice. Okay? It's just not something you just willy-nilly. All right? So if you were thinking of doing that, get the fuck over it and go get a job down at Wally World. All right? Or Jack in the Crack. One of the two.
Will be used. As far as I can tell, there has not yet been an altar built on the Mount of Olives, where land was purchased in 2011 for this very purpose. A Christian preacher working to bring forth the temple prophecy has said that the red heifers are being raised in Shiloh and have come of sacrificial age. If you recall,
see, I wasn't lying about that.
At least in their third year. The Christian preacher is Michael Samuel Smith.
And how's this? We have the Jewish people that require the red heifers, the Christian preacher, rancher, who's going to provide the red heifers. So we got that happening.
And in a video he posted in January, it says, quote, "It is still our opinion
This guy's
that
mustache,
the successful red heifer sacrifice will take
it's
place
gotta
in the
be
spring of
dyed. I already have
2023
grays in
around the
mine.
Passover
That
to
can't be
Pentecost
real.
timeframe.
Because look, pause this real quick. We're going back to OBS, back to main face cam. Look, dude, I'm 49 years old. And this, it looks like I have a Hitler mustache, sort of. And I say that quietly because this part is darker, but it's just darker. I have hair on the other side. It's just like blonde and gray. So nobody give me any shit in the chat. There is no chat. It doesn't even exist because this is the first video. But I can say that because I've been watching lots of these videos and everyone says in the chat. So in the chat, suck it. Got it? I'll fuck you up.
Bruh.
Want to hear my favorite Chinese rap song? This is just a quick aside, and then we'll get back to the story of the Red Heifer.
今天看齐，两场协着，秦香莲的32岁了，装个当朝，驸马郎的旗帜王啊，满皇上的徽2岁了，装个当朝。今天看齐，两场协着，秦香莲的32岁了，装个当朝，驸马郎的旗帜王啊，满皇上的徽2岁了，装个当朝。
Uh-oh. One more time. Come on.
今天看齐，两场协着，秦香莲的32岁了，装个当朝，驸马郎的旗帜王啊，满皇上的徽2岁了，装个当朝。今天看齐，两场协着，秦香莲的32岁了，装个当朝，驸马郎的旗帜王啊，满皇上的徽2岁了，装个当朝。
Oh, you're blowing out my headphones. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you're still here, God bless you. God bless you. Nested cam screen, back down.
Prior to this quote,
Red
we had
Heifer.
only heard from
Red
the
Heifer.
Institute.
Yeah.
They planned on it being prior to Passover, but that time period may have been extended slightly as Passover begins April 22nd and Pentecost is May 19th.
Oh,
I find
shit.
this interesting that it's phrased that way, as Passover is a Jewish holiday and Pentecost is a Christian
Yeah,
holiday.
so what the fuck's going
We
on?
do know
Which is
that
it?
Christian groups are working with Jews to bring about the Red Heifer sacrifice.
Oh,
But
boy.
I would find it interesting if the Jews are actually
Christians and the
selecting
Jews, because,
a day that
they're-
can be celebrated by both Jews.
You know why they're working together? Do you know why they're working together? Well, let me answer that for you. Remember when I told you earlier that I was going to just compartmentalize, gobble up this information, just throw it out to you in little bits? This is it. The reason why they're working together is because once this happens, the prophecy of the third temple should come about possibly, and then it's going to usher in the time when the third, I shouldn't even know if I can be talking about this sort of stuff because you just get banned off YouTube or, oh God, gosh, I just said, oh gosh.
Jews and Christians. I don't want to speculate too much around this.
Neither do I. I don't want to speculate too much around this. So we might just leave it right here, dude. This could be it. This could be your first video, bro. All right. Anyways, here's the other thing. I'm almost a half century old. What am I doing? Get off this interwebs. Get that off before they find your secret tabs. You're going to do something stupid and expose yourself as a fraud. There we go. All right, we're back. So anyways, one of the main reasons I wanted to do this channel is to goof around, do some entertainment, possibly provide some sort of factoid that you can hold on to and bust out at the next sesh, you know. The Red Heifer conspiracy, this dude on YouTube, you got it. He's the best. And also, I have some people I'd like to thank that inspired me to do this. First of all, I'd like to thank Jesus. Here we go. In no particular order, also. We have Podcast Cringe, Sewer King, Red Bar, Mike David and his lovely wife Jules. Some of the last true media and entertainment. Oompaville, Caleb, You the Man. Moist Critical, Penguin Z0. I don't know if I'm even saying that. Charles, You're the Man. I love this sort of authentic entertainment. Asmund Gold. Keep it gold, Pony Boy. Starforge Computers. You're doing this. Russell Brand. You're doing this. Action Bronson. Just pure, unadulterated entertainment. No frills. Cletus McFarlane. Hell yeah, brother. Av or AVE. Very clever, very inspirational, very intellectual, and entertaining to watch. Lex Friedman, of course, Channel 5 News with Andrew O'Callaghan. Stephen Burns with his Schumann residencies and all his glorious information about what's going on in this beautiful earth of ours. Dan Winters for his fractal space time, neg entropy, golden mean implosion madness he's got going on over there. Ed Bassmaster. China Uncensored, Chris with his Gamers Unbeaten page, also incredible, clever. Get Down with Sean and Marley. Awesome, inspirational content, cooking extraordinaires. Love it. Uncle Roger. Fried rice. Uncle Roger, this one's for you, okay? Uh-oh. I maybe I didn't mean to do that. That was not the right button. Anyways. Alright. Keep it real in the field, alright? Hopefully no
Emotional damage.
And we'll see you soon. We out.